Hi, Debbie. What can I do for you?
Marla,
Yes?
I've got something to tell you.
What is it?
It is personal. It's important. And I want to share with you a family motto. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go now.
Okay.
Show me the money.
Show me the money!
I love that movie. It's one of my favorite all-time movies.
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, it's a love story. And then the guy who plays the athlete, he's like, show me the money.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor.
Yeah.
But I can never forget that, for...
Debbie, you had me at hello.
I know, isn't that great? I was like, oh, it's so sweet. Okay. So that's what are we doing today?
So we're going to talk about how to gather a down payment.
Yes, how to show the money when you're trying to make a purchase, right?
Well, first of all, I'm Marla Wong.
And I'm Debbie Wong.
And this is Real Times in Real Estate, our
Right.
podcast.
Yes.
And we are realtors here in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Serving the Mid-Peninsula and South.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about putting together a down payment.
Right. And I think there's a common misconception. Sometimes I meet first-time buyers who think, oh my gosh, I've got to have, I got to pay cash in order to compete to buy a property. And that's simply not true. I would say in our area, possibly 97% of all the purchases are made with a loan. So people that get a loan, they come up with some type of down payment. So the question is how to find the down payment money, right? Show me the money. Well, essentially, first things first is when you come to the realization that, you do want to move out of your parents' basement and maybe get your own pad, right?
Or, move into something bigger.
Sure,
Yeah.
Moving up, maybe you've gotten married and you have a kid and it's time to move out of the studio bachelor condo, right? Or apartment. Most people will start to save money, by maybe working a little bit more overtime, thinking about trying to put away funds, for that down payment. So there are loans where you could put down as little as 10%. And there's even loans where you can put down even less, like maybe on FHA financing, maybe 5% down, that kind of thing. So there are loans that are available that you don't have to have 20% down. You can put down less. Now you have to have stellar credit. I think that's something that in today's lending landscape is critical. You've got to be able to show that you have wonderful credit. And the best way to check that out would be maybe, there's some free credit websites that you can check out, like mycreditscore.com. You can go onto something like that, or freecreditscore.com.
Yeah, actually a lot of banking apps will provide your credit score for you.
Sure. Some of the banking apps do have that available, but knowing what your credit score, I think, is a really good place to start. Then, of course, when you're thinking about trying to save money, think about how much money you will be able to save every month. So if, for example, the average maybe fixer-upper single family home was at $1 million, 10% of $1 million is how much?
$100,000.
$100,000. Yeah, that's kind of a lot of money. You think to yourself, where am I going to save that if I'm, if you're not an executive
it's expensive living in
a
the
big
Bay
tech
Area.
firm. Yeah, it is expensive to live in the Bay Area. But don't lose heart. There's other ways to do it. My advice, if you're a first-time buyer starting out, would be to start thinking about maybe a condo first, or even a townhome first before a house. They tend to be more affordable. And then check with banks to see if they have any first-time buyer programs or credits available to you. That's also another way to find money sources to help you with your down payment. Also, think about maybe co-investing. Maybe investing with some other friends or family that have the down payment, and you do a co-investment type of transaction. That's another way. That's how actually I ended up buying my first house. I invested with some family relatives, Oh, well, family and relatives, I guess, are the same thing. But, they provided the down, and we made a contract, and I provided the payments for the monthly and the taxes and the insurance. And we did that and stayed owners for about maybe 3 years, and we earned equity. And then we sold the property and split the proceeds, and then, we each moved on in separate directions. So that's another way to source a down payment if you don't have a lot of savings. Also, there's the bank of mom and dad,
which is what I applied to buy my first place. Hey, fortunately, I was accepted. I had good credit.
Luckily, you were approved, right? Okay. And maybe
there's an official term for that, right? It's called gift. It's
a gift. Right. So they can supply you with a down payment as a gift, and so you would talk with your loan agent to make that arrangement. And if you're blessed enough to have parents that have the equity to loan to you or gift you, then that's really wonderful. So that's another way to source the down payment. But yeah, the thing is our prices are high here. Another thing you might want to consider is maybe if the Mid-Peninsula or San Francisco or Santa Clara counties are too expensive, think about a secondary location, perhaps like maybe across the bay in Alameda County. There's a lot of affordable homes there that wouldn't cost $1 million. Recently, we helped one of our own agents actually purchase his first home in Hayward, his beautiful home, and it was only, I think it was under $700,000. So that worked out really well for him.
I think we're also seeing a trend too of people being able to work from home. So maybe that would be a good idea to buy a bigger place that you could have like a home office, and your kids can have like a classroom. I mean, in the crazy times that we live in now.
There seems to be a migration away from the city or dense areas where it's the population is very dense. That is true, but things do change, and we will be getting back to regular times after the COVID times are over. And eventually people will, hold in high regard and value beautiful areas like San Francisco, where, it was really popular to live in high rise. And then when you take the elevator down, all of the city sites are just right there, the nice restaurants and the shopping. So that's all going to come back, I think, in time. And my advice would be, if you're a first-time buyer and if you've got limited down payment funds, is maybe look at something like that where you are able to purchase at a little bit of a price break right now. Yeah, I think that's a really great idea.
Yeah, so we got some ideas for gathering down payment. So you don't need 20% down.
I don't think so. I think if you are in a situation where
you don't always need 20%.
Right, you don't always need 20% down. I think that's a better way to say it, sure. But again, a really great realtor who's partnering with a really great loan agent can help you figure all of that out. Yeah.
So then we also talked about gifts from family members or co-investors.
Or co-investors, right.
And then we talked about modifying your parameters initially to get in the market.
Well, yeah, you want to get in the game. The thing about real estate is that we know for a fact that it's not going down. It's going up, and up. As a matter of fact, even when all of these COVID times are done, we've been seeing some opinions from some real estate forecasters and economists that they expect the prices to jump anywhere from 6 to 9% next year. So that's quite a jump. So my advice is take advantage of the super low rates right now. Oh my gosh, they're giving the money away, it seems like. I've been seeing for jumbo 30-year fixed loans for under 3%. It's mind-boggling to me. So in my opinion, they're giving away the money. So this is the time. This is the time to make your move. And even if you can't do something right now, at least, get on a plan. Put a plan of action together and put some goals together to get into the game. Because truly, buying real estate is the way to build wealth. And remember, even, can I quote the man with the orange hair? Should I quote him?
Sure.
Okay. So even the Donald said, I think in a book and maybe in some other podcast that he did a long time ago, is you don't make money selling real estate, you actually make money buying real estate. And real estate, in my humble opinion, is probably the best way to start building your own personal financial wealth.
Mm-hmm. Great. So if you have any questions or comments or want to see any more topics from us, please comment in the box below, or you can tweet us, message us. So Debbie's handle is at BHGWong and mine is at Marla Wong. And if you liked what you heard today, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any future episodes. So thank you and have a phenomenal day.
Until we see each other again, stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.